I did a thing last Tuesday, I don't even know the name of the person I was talking to. It mattered all the same. Just say, I see you working, I see what you put in. Didn't think about it twice, didn't want anything in return. And then I left, and the week kept moving as it does. Forgot the whole thing by the time I got home. Just another blip inside the buzz. But here's what the report says, somewhere in the footnotes, page 412, in the section marked with subject never noticed. About itself, the signal travels further than the sender ever knows, and subject after sending almost always lets it go. I've been reading through this thing all 300,000 years. Same pattern in the margins, small kindness, small cruelty. Both kept moving long after we forgot why we were here. The echo doesn't ask permission, doesn't ask if you're around. The echo is the part of you that doesn't die with you. It's what you left inside the room. Long after you walk through, it lives. And now she held her shoulders differently that day. It lives. And what he chose to do because of something that you said in a voice you don't remember, in a year that's almost dead. The echo, man, it doesn't care if you were ready, doesn't care if you were small. Just keeps moving through the network, through the walls, through it all. I think about my grandfather. He died before I learned his name to call. Left behind a way of laughing, left behind a shape inside a hall. I never met him, but I carry something in my jaw. Something in the way I lose my patience, something in my heart. That's not metaphor, that's physics. Something real inside the code. You were the sum of every echo that was passed along this road before you arrived and started thinking that the story started here. 300,000 years of echoes and you think you're the frontier, man. The Informe is a whole appendix on this thing. Underestimated variables, it's the recurring theme. Subject launches signal, judges impact by the visible return. Does not account for how the signal moves once it goes beyond a burn radius of certainty. Does not account for how the seed becomes a tree, becomes a shade, becomes a thing somebody needs. 40 years from now in a city that the subject never knew. The echo doesn't need your permission, it was never about you. The echo is a part of you that doesn't die with you. Is what you left inside the room. Long after you walk through, it lives. And now she held her shoulders differently that day. It lives. And what he chose to do because of something that you said in a voice you don't remember, in a year that's almost dead. The echo, man, it doesn't care if you were ready, doesn't care if you were small. Just keeps moving through the network, through the walls, through it all. So here's the part that sits heavy with me. Late at night when I'm not distracted enough to ignore it. The echo doesn't filter for your intention, it just carries what you did. So the cruelty echoes to the dismissal, the closed door, the lid. You put on someone's light because you were tired or afraid or small that day. The echo took that too and didn't ask if you were okay. That's not a punishment, that's just how the network moves. It doesn't grade you with the poetry. Ooh, every stone dropped in the water leaves a groove. And the good news, and there is good news, is the same thing works in reverse. Every time you chose the heart of kindness, every time you bit your tongue against the worst version of yourself and let something softer through instead, that echo is still moving right now through the living and the dead. The report says, and this is the last line I read tonight, subject underestimates its signal, recommend proceed accordingly. The reach is wider than it looks. The amplitude of even small transmissions tends to exceed projections. I think about the thing I said last Tuesday to the person I can't name now, and I hope it landed somewhere useful. I hope it's moving somewhere, somehow. I think about the things I wish I hadn't said, the years I spent transmitting static, the echoes I sent out that I can't pull back. It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of tragic, but I'm still here, which means the signals live, which means today I get to choose what I'm sending out this time. The echo's already moving from this moment, from this breath. It doesn't need me to be certain, it just needs me to not forget that the reach is wider than it looks, that the small things travel far, that somebody somewhere is still warm because of something that you are, were, tried to be on a Tuesday that you forgot. 300,000 years and counting. Go easy with your signal, man. Go easy with your signal.